No one really warns you about how quietly motherhood changes you. It's not like you wake up one day and you boop, you're a brand new person. No, sweetheart. It's just the tiny little things that you look back and you realize, oh wow, I am no longer the same. I am the same person, but in a different, brand new version because I simply am a mom. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, my name is Irene and welcome to Everything Unpacked. We can argue, but motherhood tends to reshape a person's sense of being, and it doesn't ask for your permission really, it simply happens. It happens slowly until you realize you're no longer the person you were before you became a mom. And it's not a bad thing, it is not in a bad way. However, it can feel bad sometimes. And it's not about the obvious change like the sleepless nights, the long list, the taking care of another person. No. It's on the deeper level of things. I'm talking the personal space, the time that you used to value, the time that you could do your own things uninterrupted. Just you being a single person. Even though you might have family members, a husband, friends, or wherever, but once you have a child, it's a different street that you enter into. See, you are still you, but now you have a different permanent responsibility. And as beautiful as it is, it can be a lot. Many moms express feeling both expanded and narrowed at the same time. Expanded in purpose because now your days are filled with reasons that are beyond your personal goals. You have to keep going even when you don't feel like. You must keep on going as a mom. I'm saying it's not a bad thing, but that's the reality of things. Like your world is now entirely wrapped around this tiny human being that just came into your life. It's so beautiful to see and feel, but sometimes it can take a toll because now your life as a person, you, the person that you were before, is narrowed, especially in time. The things that used to matter the most to you, now they have to make space for this new person, for this new role in your life. It's like your life was a wide open space, but now it's a shrinking, narrow garden, I would say, or a corridor. It can become small, contained, but it's filled with love and a purpose, and it's uniquely all yours. I remember the first time I looked in the mirror after I gave birth, I didn't feel like a brand new person aside from the mommy weight that you gain. I felt the same person. But then it clicked in the back of my mind. No, you're not. Because now I couldn't sleep if my baby's awake. I couldn't take a 30 minutes long shower. And in that moment, I just realized it's not just me anymore. I am now someone else's everything. Now the funny part is, as a new mom, you try so hard to hold on to the person you were before you had the baby. You can even convince yourself in your mind, the woman that had time, free space, many plans, maybe with your husband or your friends or anybody. You still want to be that person and hold on to the new role. I don't know how we think that is possible, but most of us find ourselves in that space. It's like you want to be present to both. You want to be the best mom you can be. You want to give everything to your baby and still want to cater for yourself. You still want to be that person you were before the baby arrived. Something beyond the diapers, the feeding, the endless things to care about. You want to be that person so bad. But again, it feels impossible because now you have to make a room, and where your mind goes, it's just into one person. And now you're not sure if you're able to be just both. I used to have mornings where I would sit down with a cup of tea and scroll through a book or a phone for so many hours. But then after I had a baby, that was all gone. Now I was trying to make it all work. I remember feeling like I just want to feel myself again. So I would read my book in between the feeds. But again, I want to hold so bad onto my baby. Then you just have to put the book down or the phone aside because you can't have a phone with the baby anymore. Very confusing. And there goes the big thing, the balance. Whew. Well, see, it's not just about finding time for yourself or going back to the self you before you became a mom. It's about finding a way to navigate both because honestly, you can never find balance. It's either you drop one and pick the other. I don't think there is really anything called balance. It's just that you find new ways whereby you can navigate everything all together, one after the other. Or both if you can, but there is no balance, sweetheart. Tell me about it. Because this is a new era filled with so many changes and emotions, especially the postpartum emotions can be real. So suddenly your priorities start to rearrange themselves with the force that you didn't see coming, with the force you didn't think you had. And suddenly what mattered the most, your career, your hobbies, your friends, they all take a back seat. And now in the front, it is the new baby, the new life. It's very tricky because even the partner that you live with could be your husband. Some friendships go quiet, your circle shrinks, your social life changes because you're so aware and careful of so many things, especially when you're about to go out with the baby. Your body feels new because now you're adjusting to postpartum. The feeding hungers, the sleep deprived you. You navigate it all and it's no longer just about you. It's all about this new life you're caring for. Even your thoughts feel different. It's like you opened up a new tab called baby and it never closes. It's opened all the time. Wherever you are, whether it's in the shower, in the kitchen, or even next to the baby, you're just thinking about the baby, especially in the first early months. You're constantly in a state of alertness. You're always wondering, is my baby okay? Am I doing this right? Is this the correct way of doing things around my baby? It all becomes about baby, baby, baby. But again, like I said, you find a new way of navigating both. It's because it's not like you will stop taking a shower, you will stop talking to your friends. No, you will do all of those things, but in a different way. There was a time, probably around the 3-month mark, I realized I haven't had a conversation with people that didn't involve the baby. Like you could meet with people or just with my husband and all we talk about is constantly baby, baby this, baby that. Family members, you pick a phone call and the first thing people ask you, how is the baby? How is like, that's all life becomes about. And then you wonder, is this what my life has become? Is this what everything has turned into? But slowly, bit by bit, you start to adjust. You feel like you're getting a hold of things. And then you realize you are stronger than you thought. The exhaustion doesn't break you, it builds you up. Girl, who needs 8 hours of sleep to function? A mom? No, never. You're more patient. You are more patient than you expected. You learn to give yourself and others grace because without grace, you're going to go crazy. Even when everything feels like it's falling apart, you learn to keep it together or just let it be. Because I believe God equips us for that role. You are capable more than you thought you would be. You now become this superwoman in ways that you didn't even expect or know that existed. So you start choosing the things that really matters, the things that felt essential, but now they feel like, they start to fade away. You let go of what you don't need and cling to what is very important, which I would say is love, support, and purpose. Your life may not be as simple as it used to be, but now there's clarity in all of it all. The small quiet moments, a smiling baby, a peaceful nap, or just a simple text from your friend saying, "Hello, how are you doing?" becomes the things you treasure the most. Motherhood teaches you the kind of strength that doesn't always scream, but it's just a quiet resilience that comes from just going and navigating through the day, from loving with everything that you have, from the sacrifice that you make. And of course, it doesn't feel like sacrifice because it's all done with love. I can't pinpoint exactly when this happened to me, but slowly I started to feel like I'm getting a hang of things. I'm a bit in control of things. Between the sleepless nights and the feedings, I felt like I was getting a hold of things. Maybe it was the first time I managed to go for a bike ride without feeling guilty for 20 minutes, or maybe it was just finally when I let myself skip the diaper change because I was simply tired. And I didn't feel bad and guilt about it because I knew everything was okay, and it was just in the next 5 to 10 minutes I would change it. So I was just fine. I wasn't perfect, but I was enough. And one day you notice this quiet confidence in you. You realize that you are still you, but just a deeper version. You are softer, you are stronger. You realize motherhood didn't replace who you were. It just added a different layer to it. It didn't erase the woman that you were, but you became another with more love, more care, who pays more attention, with more purpose and more strength. You begin to realize that the woman you were before isn't gone, but she's grown into something more. You have evolved. And even though the world looks and feels different, you remain the same in your deep course. The love and responsibilities you have, especially for your baby, does not diminish who you are, but it enhances that woman. So when you look in the mirror, you don't just see a mom, you see a woman that is embracing it all, a woman that is navigating this motherhood life, the woman that is embracing her new era in her new life in every possible way, and trying to learn as we go, because it's a learning process. It's guaranteed to make mistakes every single day, especially if it's your first time as a mom. So give yourself some grace. And you haven't changed, you have just evolved. I haven't changed, I have evolved. I see things in a different lens. I have different thoughts. I have a different purpose, but I am still Irene. And I am a mom, and I'm proud of that. The other day, I felt so good, not because I was well put together, because girl, there is no time for being perfectly put together anymore. You just do what works for you, that feels good, and what makes you happy. It's just that I felt good as a person, as a woman, as a mom. I wasn't trying to be the person I was before, but now I'm embracing the version that I have become, and I'm loving her. It's like, even with all the messiness going around, especially as the baby grows, but there's this woman that I love, the woman that can be fully into her motherly roles and still find time to take care of herself mentally, physically, spiritually, and be there for my friends when needed, as they are there for me as well. I'm so grateful for the people that I have in my life, because I believe that the people that are in our lives, especially the spouse you have and family and friends, they help you transition into that new era, into that new version of you. And I am grateful for that, and I'm embracing it so well. So it's not about being the old you, but coming to the realization and the reflection of who you have become and how it's all going, without trying to be perfect, because really you can't be perfect as a mom. It's just about becoming the more authentic version of yourself. And this is not to scare anyone who wants or tries to be a mom. Trust me, it is a very beautiful space. I love it here, and I welcome all of you to join us. And you're going to get through it. I'm not speaking as if, like I said, I am not an expert. My baby is not 5 years or whatever. If you knew for sure, my baby is less than 1 year, but I'm in a space where I'm loving and I can't wait to see how it goes more. I'm happy that I'm even able to sit down here and do what I love to do while I'm still being that person. So cheers to us moms, cheers to you mom out there. And I really wish to hear your experience in how you're navigating that. If you ever need someone to talk to or anything you want to share with others, I'm here, we are here, and that's what Everything Unpacked is for. And I think that's the end of this video. I was trying not to ramble too much, and I hope I put my message out there clearly, because for sure there is something called mommy brains and nobody warns you about that. You might forget words, you might ramble too much, but all in all, I love it here. And until next time, my name is Irene. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye.